Okay, so we have made it to day 2 of my 5-day dry fast. So I'm currently on my second day. I guess I'm currently 28 hours dry fasted, and technically I'm like 28, 36 hours wet fasted because I actually didn't eat for a while before. Anyway, so hour 28 of my dry fast, I think I'm just gonna jump into my results. So I woke up this morning at 165.6 pounds. So that's pretty cool. So that's 4.2 pounds down, which is pretty freaking cool. Yesterday I did have a pretty active day, I'd say. I went to the gym and I ended up training hamstrings and glutes for maybe like an hour, I'd say. And then I also did some incline walking on the treadmill for 50 minutes. And I went at a pretty fast pace compared to what I normally go at, but I was just kind of like chilling watching YouTube and felt fine. Today I feel okay. I don't know if I will go to the gym today. I don't really want to wear myself out on the second day because I still have 4 more days to go. So I don't really want to wear myself out. But yeah, I might like go for a little walk around my neighborhood. But for the most part, I'm just gonna chill and watch Netflix. And that's pretty much gonna be my day. Maybe some YouTube. Always notice day 1, you're probably the same. The first day, you're always so motivated. So the first day is always the easiest, and you just don't really have any issues. It's probably day 3 where I start to struggle a little bit, where the motivation's not as high and I'm kind of sluggish, and then at that point your brain starts to relapse into old habits, and you just kind of, it doesn't take much for your brain to just be like, yeah, that's a good idea. So I made a little chart. My ultimate goal is 145 pounds. That's not my ultimate goal, that's like my first ultimate goal. I guess my ultimate goal is 125 pounds, 125 pounds, which I have never been at in my adult life. I don't even know when the last time I've been at 125 pounds is. When I stepped on stage for my bikini competition, I was about 128 to 130. So, yeah, I don't, but for now, I think 145 is completely achievable. I feel confident that I'll get there. And yeah, that's just where most of my clothes fit more comfortably, and I can't fit into any of my jeans right now, so I want to get to my first goal so I'm a little bit more comfortable for a bit. So let's just say, so we're at 165.6 right now. We're out of the 169s, out of the 168s. This might go back up, hopefully it doesn't, but out of 167 and out of the 166s. Cool. And then I'm just going to calculate how much we have to go until we meet my first goal. And I don't know whether I'll meet my first goal during my 5-day dry fast. I kind of doubt it because I just don't think I'll lose that much weight in 5 days. But it's just nice to have a visual and see where you're going. So I have 20.6 pounds left. Okay, so yeah, that's I guess where my weight update is right now. 20.6 pounds left to lose till I meet my first goal. And yeah, we lost over 4 pounds yesterday or in one day or my first day of the dry fast. So that's pretty cool. I'm happy with that. So what I kind of wanted to talk to you about is how important it is to prime your subconscious going forward in your weight loss journey. So I think a huge part of why people succeed or fail in their weight loss journey is because they have a clear mental image of what their goals are, but also they just already feel like they're in that moment, and they've primed their subconscious so that their emotions are already responding in a way that, just align with how their daily habits go. If that kind of makes sense, I'll explain a little bit, but through phases with this. I've gone through a phase where subconsciously I'm a healthy person and I've eaten my diet of like vegetables, carbs, everything carb rich, and that was like a first phase. I just kind of subconsciously thought like, oh, I'm healthy, I'm eating in moderation, I'm eating like 3 meals a day, and those were actions of me subconsciously thinking I'm gonna eat or I'm healthy, so I'm gonna eat healthy foods that align with the workouts I'm doing and stuff like that. And I didn't have to think too much about it because it was so ingrained in me for a long time that this is what I think of myself, this is what the results are of that. And the results were I eat 3 meals a day, three high carb meals a day, and I lift weights and I feel good. The second, I've gone through 3 phases. The second phase I've gone through was I'm a bodybuilder. And in this phase, I was subconsciously thinking, I need to lose weight. I need to follow this plan. If I don't follow this plan, I'm not going to place well. I'm a failure. And the results were I had to starve myself. I was eating a high protein diet that I absolutely hated. And I had to completely overhaul my entire diet, which I was not quite comfortable with, and it took me a while to adjust, and I never quite adjusted. I always kind of resented what I ate, and as a result, I lost weight, because I was eating less food, and I was obsessed with tracking my intake and my macros, so I lost weight. It did take a long time, which was very frustrating, and I didn't lose as much weight as I think I should have. Thinking about how hard I worked in that time period. And also the result was, I don't know, I was just kind of unhappy. Not like I guess it took a while for me to become unhappy because in the first chunk I was so motivated that it really didn't matter. Like I didn't really care what I ate. I was just kind of like, okay, I'm going to do this no matter what. So I may as well just kind of suck it up and do it. But eventually after like 3 months of eating the same exact meal, the same exact like tofu, edamame, protein powder, maybe some vegetables, cabbage, whatever was really low calorie vegetable. After peanut butter, I don't miss that, or I miss that. But yeah, after like 3 months of doing that, the result was I really have not enjoyed any of the foods that I've been eating. I miss what I used to eat, and I'm kind of spiteful, or I don't know, I guess spiteful that I haven't lost all the weight, considering that I'm not following a diet I enjoy and I'm doing a lot of work. Anyway, so that was like the second phase was kind of resistance, I guess. The first phase, it was just like it happened and I felt good, so I kept on doing it. The second phase, I did it with a lot of resistance, and so maybe that's why I didn't get the results that I wanted, because I had so much resistance mentally that my body just wouldn't respond. I don't know. The third phase that I've gone through is the last 3 months where I've just kind of said, fuck it, I'm going to eat whatever the fuck I want. This phase has been a lot of ups and downs. A lot of ups because I've had a lot of freedom, I guess, with my food. And what I've been eating is nothing healthy. I went months without eating like a vegetable, which is crazy because I'm a vegan. So, unless it was on a pizza, but I don't think that counts. But yeah, the last 3 months I've basically been eating sugar. I've been on like a sugar diet. I've been eating Oreos, I've been eating cereal, I've been eating donuts, muffins, cookies, baked goods, the odd pizza when I feel like I want something savory, but I'm a very sweet person, so mostly sweet person. No, I crave sweets, so it's mostly just been like cookies and shit. Pure shit. A lot of ice cream, a lot of cookies, a lot of muffins, and yeah, the odd pizza, sometimes fries, but yeah. So in this third phase, it's been, I wouldn't say I've had a lot of resistance in this phase because at the time I was going through, my subconscious was kind of burnt out. So my subconscious didn't really have a goal. My subconscious was just kind of like riding the wave of my post show emotions. And I feel like I deprived myself and I had so much resistance in phase 2 for so long that by the time I got to this third phase, I really didn't know or have an idea of who I was. And I didn't really prime my brain to think that way. So I ate whatever I felt like, and the results were I gained a lot of weight really quickly, and I am unhappy with how I look. I'm unhappy with my body. Um, Now I'm at a spot where, God, I hate to say that I'm like accepting of the fat that I've gained, but I'm at a spot where I'm comfortable and I'm not going to punish myself anymore for the past. So, yeah, this phase has had not a lot of resistance because my brain has not been primed to where I want to go. So, that being said, I think we really, in this journey, need to prime our brains and prime our subconscious to how we want our bodies to look. And it's a lot easier said than done, but the path that you should follow is the path of least resistance. And that is why I'm going back to my high carb diet when I finish with my dry fast, and then I'll just do fasts every so often till I reach my goal. But I don't see the point in us doing something that we hate. I don't see the point in somebody going to the gym and lifting weights when they hate going to the gym and they hate lifting weights and they don't want a body that is like slightly muscular or curvature, or they don't like, why would you go to the gym and train your glutes if you don't want a bigger butt? Why would you go and train, I don't know, your back if you think that your back is, I don't know, like you're too developed, you know? Like, you have to follow the path of least resistance, and you have to find out what works in your habits, I guess, to get you that way. For example, not everyone is going to do one meal a day, and that's going to work for some people. Some people can easily maintain their weight eating like whatever their 2 meals a day are. Some people like eating 6 meals a day. I'm not going to say no to that. Some people like a high protein diet. Some people like a keto diet. Some people like a vegan diet. It's whatever is, I guess, easiest for your mind to comprehend that your body will get to results that you want. Like, that doesn't make any sense. But so what's going to work for you is probably not going to work for me. And yeah, I think a lot of us can force certain things. And I think sometimes you have to do that when you're starting out. But long term, you have to think about what's easy. And not necessarily what's easy, but what's the least resistance for you. For me, the least resistance is probably eating cookies and eating muffins. Like, I fucking love cookies. I love ice cream. I could easily eat that every day. But I know that I have to prime my subconscious into a different pattern. And short term, sure, anything works. Short term, I can do a dry fast. I can do a keto diet. I can do anything. Short term, I can do a liquid diet. I can do whatever. But long term, I know for myself that I need carbohydrates and I need a high carbohydrate diet to feel satisfied. So I think people need to find that for themselves, and they need to start priming in their subconscious those thoughts so they don't rebound and they don't relapse into just nothing, you know? So I primed myself for a long time that I was healthy, that I eat healthy, and so I ate a high carb diet that I know is healthy. I ate a lot of fruits and vegetables that felt really good, and the result was I was aligned with myself. Rather than forcing something, which was my second phase, I forced it. I was unhappy, and it just wasn't sustainable long term. But yeah, if there's nothing going on in your brain and you're not priming anything, like you're not even trying to find like a sustainable solution, then you're just gonna relapse, and you know, this is gonna happen. You're gonna get up to 170 pounds and be like, what the fuck? Anyway, that's a long enough rant for today. Anyway, I will oh god, 24 minutes. I'll update you on day 3, how day 2 went, I guess, so how today goes. Also, if you are currently doing a snake juice fast, if you're currently doing a dry fast, if you haven't started your diet yet, or if you are already at your goal, can you please comment below and let me know, and maybe just say where you are at in your journey, because I really like connecting with people who are on this same path. And I think it's pretty cool that I'm not the only one, and lately I've kind of discovered that I'm not the only one, and it's just it's a good feeling. So please comment below so I can connect and, like, you know, see where you're at in your journey. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day, and thanks for watching.